We are ready for the boys matchup between the home team on the scoreboard and wearing the white uniforms, Hastings St. Cecilia, and the visiting team on the scoreboard wearing the red, the Elkhorn Antlers. Elkhorn under head coach Spencer Peterson, 2-3 on their season so far, but very competitive in a lot of their games. A 55-50 loss to Waverly to start the season, 46-43 a loss to Norris, but then a win over Boys Town, 69-65, win over Nebraska City, 59-21, before a loss to Scott, 47-54. You play in Class B, man, there could be such a difference in record, but not a big difference in athletic ability as Lamane Jackman puts up the first shot for Elkhorn. That comes up just shy. Hastings St. Cecilia is 4-1 and ranked number 5 in Class C2 under head coach Kevin Asher. Their wins are quality wins over Wahoo Bishop Neumann, 48-45. Their only loss was in overtime to a pretty good Donovan Trumbull team, 63-59. Backside pass is knocked out of bounds, but nope, last touched actually by St. Cecilia, so a turnover right away for the Blue Hawks. Just had the girls matchup, wrapped up about 25 minutes ago. Won by Elkhorn, 59-49. In case you missed it, you can see all of the games from the York Holiday Tournament here on Strive TV. Thanks for joining us today. A little drive and a hanging shot put up by Mitch Carey. It's no good, and Blaine Boyd pulls down the rebound. Here comes St. Cecilia quickly into the front court. Grant Farmer on the wing. Nice swinging around to Trevor Leach. Back to the right for Farmer. That's Boyd patrolling the paint. Flashing in and out amongst the zone defense. A three, no good from Farmer, in the defensive rebound for Carter Mills. Quickly ahead, Mitch Carey, the second leading scorer, is Mitch at right at 10 points a game for Elkhorn. Jacob Pickering not in the starting lineup, averages 11.2. And Jackman down low. There's a great no-look pass from Carter Mills. Unfortunately, Jackman maybe wasn't quite ready for it. And a turnover back. So no score, a turnover each way. Slow going to start things off here for the boys' side between Elkhorn and Hastings St. Cecilia. Along the baseline, good rotating defense. Jackman gets in front and forces the missed shot by Ashton Valentine. Here come the Antlers quickly into the front court. St. Cecilia does get back on defense. Caden Schutte with it. Now over to the left side for Carey. Picked up there by Trevor Leach. Jackman in the post. Back into the corner for Schutte. Tipped onto the wing and last touched by the Blue Hawks. Miles Furman checks in for St. Cecilia. He will replace Ashton Valentine. Top of the key, that's Carter Mills with it for Jackman in the corner. And the three from Carey, no good. And the defensive rebound for Miles Furman. Before the shot, going to get a foul on the floor. And get that one on Elliott Riley. Be his first, team's first. Some subs in for Elkhorn. Drew Christo comes in. There's Jacob Pickering, number 12. Also number 3, Wyatt Balin. Up top, that's Farmer with it on the inbounds. A big departure from the way we started things off in the girls' game. That was 13-10 at the end of the first quarter. Finally, there's a shot that goes down. I knew if I compared him to the girls' game, something would happen. Grant Farmer knocks down the three. The first points, and then right back the other way. Jacob Pickering, leading scorer on the season for Elkhorn, averaging just over 11 a game, puts that basket in. And again, you compare him to the girls' game and basket each way real quick. Halfway through this first quarter, Farmer has it on the wing. Up top for Joe Carey, who came in during the last dead ball. Also out there is Miles Furman, a three on the right wing. That one's good. Trevor Leach caught that one in rhythm. Back-to-back threes now for the Blue Hawks. Their lead is 6-2. Up top, that's Carter Mills with it. Spin move that he lost, but corrals it back to the high post. A turnaround 12-footer, no for Christo. Rebound for Farmer, and here come the Blue Hawks. Leach on the wing against the zone look. And another one from Leach. That one spins out. Balin the rebound. Here come the Antlers, down by 4. Quickly up ahead. On the left side, the layup is good by Drew Christo. Drew averages 4.5 points a game. Gets his first basket right there. 2:40 to go here in the first period. Push from behind on Riley. That'll be the second on Elliott, the second on the team. St. Cecilia has Trey Asher and Grant Farmer each back in, along with Ashton Valentine out there. So 6-4, St. Cecilia on top on the strength of a couple of threes, one by Trevor Leach and one by Grant Farmer. That's Asher with it in the corner. Miles Furman in the post for St. Cecilia. Skip pass, 2 Blue Hawks in the same spot. Good rotating defense, though, by Elkhorn. A dig down, back out for Farmer for 3, and he knocks it down. That was a good dig down by the Elkhorn defense, but Farmer makes him pay on the good pass out from the post. It was Miles Furman down there on the block. So 9 points on 3 threes for St. Cecilia here in the first quarter. And a blocking foul. The basket will count on a nice drive by Drew Christo. Foul on Valentine, his first, team second. And a three-point play opportunity coming for Drew Christo. Of which he makes good. So 9-7 our score. Minute 35 to go here in the first period. And near half court, Farmer had it knocked free for a moment. Now they break the press. Farmer with the dribble drive for Asher on the right wing. Guarded there by Mitch Carey. Furman flips it up top for Joe Carey. And Furman for 3. And a defensive rebound for Carter Mills. Antlers want to run. Here comes Carey down the left side. Back out, the 3 in the corner is short. And Asher the defensive rebound. The shot was put up by Balin. Under a minute to go. St. Cecilia's lead is 2. And a 3 in the corner from Valentine. Skips off. And the rebound for Carey. Mitch brings it ahead. Now we'll set things up. And a traveling up top. That was called on Christo before he could get going. Second turnover for Elkhorn. Trevor Leach back into the ballgame along with Blaine Boyd for St. Cecilia. 38 seconds to go here in the first period. 9-7. St. Cecilia still with those 3 threes. Their only baskets. Asher tries to go baseline, but first a blocking foul. Called on Mitch Carey, his first, team's third. 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Coach Kevin Asher for St. Cecilia calls for one shot. Here comes Trey down the lane, and he's fouled from behind by Mitch Carey. Be the second foul on Mitch and the fourth on Elkhorn, and it will put Trey Asher at the foul line for 2 shots. Trey, a 5'11" senior. And this will be Chris White, 5'10" senior. You go down the roster for St. Cecilia, senior, 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 junior, that's Valentine, senior, senior, junior, junior, and senior. It's a lot of experience out there for Coach Kevin Asher. Second of 2 rattles in there for Trey. 4 seconds left. Carey gets his screen, dribble drive all the way down the lane. His layup is good at the buzzer. Well, that's how you finish the first quarter. 10-9 our score. St. Cecilia on top of Elkhorn at the end of one. We'll come back for the York Holiday Tournament after this. Second of 2 rattles in there for Trey. 4 seconds left. Carey gets his screen, dribble drive all the way down the lane. His layup is good at the buzzer.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need.
10-9 our score. St. Cecilia with the lead in the basketball as we begin the second quarter of play. Don't forget, if you're on Twitter, use the hashtag YorkHoliday17. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. I always like to get those tweets. If you're on Facebook, you can send us a message too at Strive Sports. And Boyd missing a shot from point blank range. Underneath, Lamane Jackson on the defense there. A 3 in the far corner is an air ball. Boyd with the defensive rebound. Farmer with his dribble, top of the key, over to the right side for Trevor Leach. Into Boyd at the high post. Blaine spins, kicks it back out. There's the good ball movement. Farmer for another. Missed that 3. Asher with an offensive rebound. Trey fouled on his way back up. Call the foul on Caden Schutte. Caden's first, team's 5th. Just 1 foul whistled on St. Cecilia so far. Trey Asher will go to the foul line. Lamani Jackman comes out and has a little contact issue, so in for him comes number 40. That is Kyler Beekman. Asher makes good on that, so he's 3 for 4 at the foul line for his 3 points, and it is a 3-point Blue Hawk lead. Minute 15 gone by here in the second quarter. St. Cecilia led 10-9 at the end of one. You know, these first games back after Christmas, You've been off for 5 days. You haven't had an official practice. Sure, you might have snuck into a gym somewhere. Maybe you've shot on that hoop out in the barn. Hopefully it was in the barn. If it was outside of the barn, it wasn't happening, was it? But if you have the hoop inside the barn, you might have got some shots up. But otherwise, it takes a little while sometimes to get the rhythm of playing again. Good ball movement and another open three. This is Trevor Leach. Knocks down his second three of the game. So far in a 6-point St. Cecilia lead. Up top, there's a steal. Leach, coast to coast. Finishes with the right hand. 3 turnovers for Elkhorn now in the ball game, and the lead has opened up quickly. 7-0 run to start this second period. A spot up three comes up short, no good, but an offensive rebound comes right back to Schulte. Schutte. Then a nice dribbling, hanging shot by Pickering, and Jacob has his 4th point of the ball game. Farmer bounces it to Boyd on the block, spins through 2 guys, and Blaine Boyd finishes with his left hand. First basket of the game for Boyd, and lead back to 8 for St. Cecilia. Pickering, quick spin move from the right side. His shot, though, off the mark. Out of bounds off Pickering. It'll go to St. Cecilia. Miles Furman in for St. Cecilia. In for Elkhorn comes Wyatt Balin. Also in for Elkhorn, Carter Mills. Elkhorn extending out that defense just a little bit here. Trying to get into some passing lanes. Farmer fires a 3 on the right wing, and it's good again. Grant Farmer, his 3rd 3 of the first half, and a timeout for Elkhorn coach Spencer Peterson. A full timeout taken by the Antlers.
Daniel McIntosh. I work for Truck Center Companies Columbus, and I'm a technician. I've always been interested in being a mechanic and working on stuff. I actually learned about this job through a friend, and he said it was a great place to work, so I decided I would apply, and I love it. It's good pay and good benefits, and I like my hours that I work. I like my weekends and stuff that I get off, or my days off. And the other technicians in the shop were really good about answering any questions and helping out anytime I needed help. They also sent me through the TAP program in Omaha, and that was a lot of help as well. I learned a lot going through that program. I would highly recommend this job to some younger kids, or some like high school students, or even some other techs that have been doing it for a while.
A 12-2 start so far in the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this second quarter has upped the lead for St. Cecilia 22-11, in part because they keep hitting threes. They've got 5 of them so far, 3 of them by Grant Farmer and 2 of them by Trevor Leach. They only have 1 2-point basket. That was 2 trips ago from Blaine Boyd. And then 3 for 4 at the foul line is Trey Asher, as Boyd gets a block shot. But then an offensive rebound and a foul on Boyd. Blaine's first, team's second. Pick and roll that time. Blocked by Boyd again. Back-to-back blocks for Boyd. He was the last to touch it there, but the Blue Hawk bench up with the applause for their senior on the good defensive hustle. Sniper cam in full effect today. Love it. On the baseline, that's Schutte with it. Up top for Wyatt Beelan. He traveled with the basketball. It's 4 turnovers in the first half here for Elkhorn. Mitch Carey comes back in for the Antlers. Joe Carey, not related, in fact, not even spelled the same, just you say it the same, in for St. Cecilia along with Trey Asher. Back to the zone defense still for Elkhorn. Seen them in this 2-3 look throughout the game so far. It has opened up those wing shots. That's where Farmer and Leach have both hit from, has been on the right and left wing. Asher bounces it to Furman in the post and then gets it back. Driving a kick. Shot fake. Good rotating defense, though. And knocked out of bounds by Carter Mills. By the way, you can't see us right now, but the entire setup is right behind the scoreboard as you look at your screen right now. You can't even wave and get it up there. Nope, don't worry about it. That's a 3 from Trevor Leach. It spins out. Carter Mills with the rebound. Elkhorn needs to get something consistently going here to cut into this 11-point deficit. There's a spot-up 3 off the screen that's no good. The shot put up by Schutte. Leach the rebound. Trevor brings it ahead himself. Asher on the wing. Now for Joe Carey. Joe double team, gets it for Asher. Back to Carey. Good ball movement here. In and out and around the horn we go. Dribble drive all the way to the rim. And the lane opened up beautifully that time for Trevor Leach. Leach has 2 of the 3 two-point baskets to go along with 2 threes as well. He's got 10 points. Nice little give and go, and Mitch Carey got that basket. 24-13, though, our score. Asher into a double team, kicks it out and around. Joe Carey with it. Skip pass, stolen away. Great hands there by Schutte to go up and get it. And at the other end, a blocking foul called, and it'll be 2 free throws for Mitch Carey. Boy, that was from one end of the floor to the other in a hurry. Joe Carey picks up his first, team's third. And Mitch Carey, Mitch spells his last name Kahre. Joe Carey spells his last name Carey. You just say it the same. For St. Cecilia, White, Farmer, and Valentine all back into the game. Balin and Pickering back in for Elkhorn. 24-14. The 3 there from Furman, no good. Under a minute and a half to go here in the first half. 10-point Blue Hawk lead. St. Cecilia has led throughout. They have not trailed at all. There's a 3 from Farmer on the right side, and he knocks it down again. Grant Farmer with 4 threes here in the first half. For St. Cecilia, their lead is 13. Again with a give and go. Mitch Carey, though, that time cannot finish. Here comes Trevor Leach leading the break. Good recovery defense, though, by the Antlers. Farmer into the corner. Back up for Valentine. Now Leach. Back to Farmer. He's feeling it right now. That one's short, though. And an offensive rebound for Furman, but tried to save it in, and it's taken away by Mitch Carey at the other end. Pickering misses a layup. And a defensive rebound for Ashton Valentine. 33 seconds to go here in the first half. Perhaps one final shot here in the first half for St. Cecilia. White's got it. Skip it over to Leach. Back to White. 10 seconds left in the half. Leach takes a glance at the clock. Turns, kicks it out. Farmer on the wing again. No, that time. And the rebound and the full-length shot. Well, that would have counted, by the way. That is a perfectly legal shot, and if I'm not mistaken, would have been good for 3 had that bounced off the floor and gone in. At least 2. It would have counted. Had that thing bounced in there, it would have counted. It didn't go in, so no highlight. But at the half, it's St. Cecilia 27 and Elkhorn 14. We've got some highlights. We've got stats all coming up at the halftime break here from the York Holiday Tournament on Strive TV.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
Trucking industry gives you a lot of opportunity for careers because there's such a wide, vast list of possibilities and areas that you can go into. As technicians, these trucks are as advanced as cars are today, so we need technicians that can work on them and understand how to work the computer system and get them up and running so the customer can make money. These trucks are workhorses, but they're built for comfort and they're easy to drive. Freightliner builds these trucks for drivers' wants and customers' needs.
A big departure from the way we started things off in the girls' game. That was 13-10 at the end of the first quarter. Finally, there's a shot that goes down. I knew if I compared them to the girls. Joe Carey came in during the last dead ball. Also out there is Miles Furman, a 3 on the right wing. That one's good. Trevor Leach caught that one in rhythm. Spins out. Balin the rebound. Here come the Antlers down by 4. Quickly up ahead. On the left side, the layup is good by Drew Christo. A dig down, back out for Farmer for 3, and he knocks it down. Oh, it was a good dig down by the Elkhorn defense. Second of 2 rattles in there for Trey. 4 seconds left. Carey gets his screen. Dribble drive all the way down the lane. His layup is good at the buzzer. It takes a little while sometimes to get the rhythm of playing again. Good ball movement and another open 3. This is Trevor Leach. Knocks down his second 3 of the game. That defense just a little bit here. Trying to get into some passing lanes. Farmer fires a 3 on the right wing, and it's good again. Grant Farmer, his third 3 of the first. Pick and roll that time. Blocked by Boyd again. Back-to-back blocks for Boyd. Led throughout. They have not trailed at all. There's a 3 from Farmer on the right side, and he knocks it down again. Grant Farmer with 4 threes here in the first half.
Daniel McIntosh. I work for Truck Center Companies Columbus, and I'm a technician. I've always been interested in being a mechanic and working on stuff. I actually learned about this job through a friend, and he said it was a great place to work, so I decided I would apply, and I love it. It's good pay and good benefits, and I like my hours that I work. I like my weekends and stuff that I get off, or my days off. And the other technicians in the shop were really good about answering any questions and helping out anytime I needed help. They also sent me through the TAP program in Omaha, and that was a lot of help as well. I learned a lot going through that program. I would highly recommend this job to some younger kids or some like high school students, or even some other techs that have been doing it for a while.
We're back here, St. Cecilia 27-14. As we get ready for the start of the second half, the three ball reigned supreme for the Blue Hawks in the first half. Grant Farmer hit 4, Trevor Leach hit 2, 6 total threes. Farmer with 12 points, Trevor Leach with 10 in that first half. Also 3 for 4 at the foul line was Trey Asher, and Blaine Boyd with 2 points as well. The defense of St. Cecilia, it's been really good. They have not let Elkhorn get anything going in a flow by any means offensively. 5 points apiece for Drew Christo and Mitch Carey, and 4 from Jacob Pickering. All Blue Hawks, though, at the half. Despite basically everything seemingly going the way of St. Cecilia, only a 13-point game here at the half. So something to keep an eye on, I guess, as we start this second half of play. That is a little step back shot, and it's good. It's just a 2, but a good one there from Mitch Carey. That is a driving, hanging shot, and it's good by Trey Asher. Trey with his first basket of the game. Carey with 7 points the other end. Shot no good by Jackman, and here come the Blue Hawks, leading by 13 again. To the high post and in back out. Had the chance to get to Boyd. Now another 3 from Leach. That one just comes out. Schutte with a rebound. Baseline, nope, that's a travel first. The 5th turnover of the game against Elkhorn, as Mitch Carey tried to get that one going. Leach with the dribble and back over to the wing for Ashton Valentine. Playing catch around the outside right now. St. Cecilia will do that a lot, though. Just kind of hang around and get those passes around the wing, and then suddenly you get one little back pick and somebody's wide open on a wing for a 3, and, well, that's been pretty good so far in this game anyway. Blaine Boyd, high shot in the lane, no good. Lamani Jackman pulls down the rebound. 29-16 our score. Into the corner, that was a 3, no good. An offensive foul, though, called on Carter Mills going after the rebound. Mills with his first personal and the first team foul this half against the Antlers. 29-16 our score, 5:43 to play in the third quarter. Still at that 13-point margin. In the corner, Leach buries another 3. His third 3 of the game. 32-16, it's a double up for St. Cecilia. Down the post, a nice give and go, and Elliott Riley gets his first basket of the game. Good cut to find himself open coming down the lane. Leach, why not again? His fourth three of the game. Two players each with 4 threes, 8 total for the game for St. Cecilia. 35-18 our score. Carey with his dribble on the left wing. Up top for Ashton Valentine. Looking to the block for Jackman, knocked free. Now Lamani gets it back. To the baseline camera we go, and a reach-in foul called. Ashton Valentine picks up his second personal foul. First team foul of the half on St. Cecilia. A little over 4.5 minutes to go. 17-point lead. There's a good look at Jackman spinning. Good defense by Boyd in the post. Out for Mills, and Carter Mills knocks down the three-pointer. Carter's first points of the game. He averages just shy of 8 per contest. That's Farmer in the corner, up for Leach at the top of the key. The zone look, now man-to-man is what they've switched to. Leach was open for a moment, and that is all he needs. 3 threes in the quarter, 5 threes for the game for Trevor Leach. He's got 19 points, and the lead is up to 17. Carey for the answer, he does. Back to the other end. Mitch Carey with 10 points to lead the way now for Elkhorn. Their deficit is 14. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Leach, again, you cannot leave this kid open. 4 threes in the quarter, 22 points for the game. It is absolutely a monsoon of threes, and a 30-second timeout for Elkhorn. Well, somebody get a hand in the face of number 2. Let's take a look at these again. Taylor Siebert. Leach, again, you cannot leave this kid open.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Mitch Carey has begun to heat up as well. He's got a couple of threes, trying to keep his Antlers within earshot, but down 14 right now to the St. Cecilia Blue Hawks, 41-27. 2:50 to go here, and Leach again on the outside. Are you kidding me? That's 5 threes in the quarter, 7 in the game for Trevor Leach. 25 points in the game now for Trevor. Hit 2 threes, one of them in the first quarter, one in the second quarter, but he's got 5 more of them in this third quarter alone. Pickering leaves it in the post. Nice shot left hand for Drew Christo. .220 and counting. And now, Leach, well, he can't make the layup, though. Should have stopped at the three-point line, obviously. This is Pickering, stops at the free throw line, onto the block for Christo. Back up for Carey. Pickering along the baseline, it's a long 2 and an air ball right to Furman. 44-29 our score. Minute 45 to go here with this dribble. It's Chris White up top. Leach gets open off the screen again. Folks, 6 in the quarter. Minute and a half to go in the period. He's got 8 threes for the game. Nice give and go and a good cut down the lane. The layup, no good, but it will be 2 free throws coming for Drew Christo. 28 points right now in the game for Trevor Leach. Foul was called on Miles Furman. It's his first and the team's second. Christo now has 8 points. Elliott Riley in for Elkhorn. Trevor Leach isn't coming out till he misses something. Well, he missed the layup, I guess. Still a 16-point game. Not completely out of earshot here if you're Elkhorn, but got to happen quickly in the 30-second timeout taken by St. Cecilia. Coach Kevin Asher taking his first timeout of the ball game. Hastings St. Cecilia leading Elkhorn 47-31. And, okay, Trevor Leach, 6 threes in the quarter, 8 threes for the game. And 26 points as it stands right now. Excuse me, 28 points as it stands right now. Joe Carey will key the offense for St. Cecilia. Pickering not leaving the hip of Trevor Leach if he can help it. Foul there on Elliott Riley. That's going to be his third. Second team foul whistled against Elkhorn in the half. A little over a minute to go in the period. Backside, tough shot, no good, but an offensive rebound for Valentine. Asher on the dribble drive. Flips it with the right hand and got it to go. Trey Asher, the only other Blue Hawk besides Trevor Leach to score in this quarter, has the other 4 points, though, and his team has an 18-point lead. Pickering down the lane with the left hand, he spins it in. Jacob Pickering with 6 points now in the ball game. And the lead for St. Cecilia is 16 with 34 seconds to go. Perhaps one final shot. Here at the end of the third. Asher hands it off to Carey. Hands it off to Leach. 15 seconds to go. Looking to get a screen. Leach goes away from it, drives, kicks out. On the wing, or inside, a little hanging shot. Joe Carey knocks it down there. And that is how our third quarter will end. But it was Trevor Leach with 6 threes in the quarter and 28 points for the game now, keying the run. 51-33, St. Cecilia with the lead as we head to the fourth quarter after this.
Daniel McIntosh. I work for Truck Center Companies Columbus, and I'm a technician. I've always been interested in being a mechanic and working on stuff. I actually learned about this job through a friend, and he said it was a great place to work, so I decided I would apply, and I love it. It's good pay and good benefits, and I like my hours that I work. I like my weekends and stuff that I get off, or my days off. And the other technicians in the shop were really good about answering any questions and helping out anytime I needed help. They also sent me through the TAP program in Omaha, and that was a lot of help as well. I learned a lot going through that program. I would highly recommend this job to some younger kids or some like high school students or even some other techs that have been doing it for a while.
(51-33) for all of the hoopla around Trevor Leach there and his 6 threes in the quarter and 28 points altogether. It was only a 24-19 advantage for St. Cecilia, so they did increase the lead, and yeah, it looks good right now. It's an 18-point lead, but you know, where I said before, as a travel is called on Ashton Valentine, I said before in the first half that, you know, in Class B, the margin between being a really good team, being an average team, and being a not very good team really isn't that big, despite what records might say. As Pickering puts one up and in. The record for Elkhorn says that they're 2-3, and you'd think even at C2 level, St. Cecilia at 4-1 would have been a favorite coming into this game. And, you know, the scoreboard says that, yeah, St. Cecilia is playing better, and they are right now, but I tell you, if Trevor Leach hasn't hit, no, come on. That's 7 of them in the half and 9 in the game. He's got 31 points, does Trevor Leach. And a foul from behind, that's Trey Asher picking up his first. Team's third. Blaine Boyd and Miles Furman into the game. Pickering spins but stuck on the block. Tries to throw it backside and it's stolen away. Leach up ahead for Farmer. Grant goes baseline. You know, at halftime we were talking about Grant Farmer. Hey, he had 4 threes in the half. Weak, right? Trevor Leach says, "I'll see your 4 and double you up." Little give and go. Boyd out. Leach again. He finally missed. If I don't have that number, but 1, 2. He's got to be 7 of 9, maybe. Probably made 4 or 5 in a row there at least. So yeah, we'll call it 7 of 9 right now. I'll let guys that are keeping actual shooting stats. I'm just doing the scoring basically. But quite the run there for Trevor Leach that finally missed a shot. Mitch Carey, dribble drive onto the block. Now back up for Christo. Pickering on the wing. Back for Carey. Along the baseline, that's Christo with an 18-footer. Leach with a rebound. Baseline and nobody home for Grant Farmer. Pickering down the lane. Offensive foul. That's Jacob's first foul, but the third team foul. Also goes down as the 7th turnover of the game. Farmer brings it across the timeline. Into some contact, gets it for Trey Asher. Back to Farmer. 5:50 and rolling here in the fourth quarter. That's Leach. Good hesitation, dribble drive, hangs off the glass and good. By George, he can make a 2-point shot. 33 points in the game for Trevor Leach and a steal for the Blue Hawk defense. Asher takes the handoff at the top. Guarded by Mitch Carey. And a little miscommunication again there. Leach wanted to pop in the corner for the 3. Farmer thought he was going baseline. We've got a reach-in foul. Trey Asher then picks up the foul at the other end. That's 6 fouls, but it was on the shot, so Pickering to the line for 2. Jacob has not shot free throws yet in the game. And Leach comes out, his team up 20 with 5:08 to play in the fourth. Pickering makes good on both. Caden Schutte in for Elkhorn. Chris White also back in for St. Cecilia. Got there just a little too much contact. Drew Christo picks up his first, team's 5th. And we're going to get a full timeout taken by St. Cecilia coach Kevin Asher. 56-37, 5:01 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hawks on top. And, you know, the scoreboard says that, yeah, St. Cecilia is playing better. And they are right now, but I tell you, if Trevor Leach hasn't hit, no, come on. 56-37, round 1 of the York Holiday Tournament. Don't forget to use that hashtag you see at the top of your screen, York Holiday 17. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Hopefully Trevor Leach's family or friends or relatives somewhere are watching this one, because Trevor's got 33 points. Brian Boyd just picked up his second basket of the game. He's got 4 points for St. Cecilia, but the Blue Hawks looking good, up by 21 with 4.5 minutes to go in this one. Down the lane, a little hang off the glass, but no good for Wyatt Balin. And here come the Blue Hawks. Grant Farmer with his dribble. Into the corner it goes. Back to Farmer. Now that's Boyd on the block. Double team, kicks it out. Farmer for a 3, and it's good. Ah, yes, Grant Farmer, that kid that hit 4 threes in the first half, and we thought that was pretty good. Now 5 threes and 15 total points for Farmer. Down the lane, free throws on the way. I think they're going to get Miles Furman for the reach, kind of before there was contact on the shot. But they are going to give 2 shots here to Wyatt Balin. One of 2 there for Wyatt. Wyatt averages 7.6 a game, but scoreless until that free throw in this contest. 61-38. Farmer across the timeline, guarded by Carey. Good defense there by Mitch. Now a double team on Boyd. Farmer dribbles out of that. Furman in the corner, looking for Boyd. It was tipped, deflected, but coming down with it on the backside. The shot good and a foul. Ashton Valentine with a chance at a 3-point play. Mitch Carey just picked up his 3rd personal, 6th team foul. Joe Carey comes back in for St. Cecilia. Three-point play converted by Ashton Valentine. Alex Thomas in for the first time for St. Cecilia. (64-38) our score. All St. Cecilia, especially here in the second half. They led it 27-14 at the break and have not looked back, mostly because of the 7 threes hit in the second half just by Trevor Leach. Grant Farmer has tossed one in as well. A drive and a hanging shot with the left hand that will not fall there for Caden Schutte. St. Cecilia quickly to the other end. And some guys that haven't seen a lot of playing time at all in the game, about to get some more here, going coast to coast. The foul on the shot. A couple of free throws. And they'll call Miles Furman for his third and the team's seventh. So both teams in the bonus for the rest of this game, but Elkhorn about to bring plenty more guys in. And let's see, I see Parker Lang, number 20. I see 44, Gannon Gregert, 6'4" freshman. I see number 1, Trey Williams. And I see number 14, Ben Furstenberg. And also coming in there is Drew Paquet. Joe Carey brings it up for St. Cecilia. Blue Hawks look like they will improve to 5-1 on their season. And again, they will get the winner of tonight's nightcap from the York Holiday Tournament. That is Class B number 1 York or Class B number 2 Platteview. Of course, the loser of that game gets Elkhorn tomorrow. Paquette picks up this foul. And Trey Williams will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 for Elkhorn. That was, that was Jared Prevette that had the foul, then had the rebound knocked out of his hands. Big 51, setting the screen there. Along the baseline goes Chris White. And here come the Antlers. Games coming up next. We're scheduled for a 4 o'clock start. We'll see if they stay with 4 o'clock or if they bump up the schedule a little bit. For York and Platteview for the girls, basically a girl-boy doubleheader for both sides, for both schools, all schools involved here today in the first round, and then play out. Winners play tomorrow and losers play tomorrow. Taking the steal, looking to go coast to coast, and with the left hand, it's good. Ben Furstenberg. Oh, excuse me. Gannon Gregert gets that basket. (64-41) with 1:18 to go in this one. Paquet with the foul there and a 1-and-1 for White. Gregert with the rebound. And Prevette from behind with the foul. Oops. Number 8 overall, so a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Trey Williams. Stops the clock with 1:08 to go in the fourth. Trey makes both free throws in a 21-point contest right now. But again, like we said, on the girls' side, you know, the Elkhorn girls winning the girls' matchup just before this one, 59-49. And it's a St. Cecilia girls team that had been undefeated before that game, and obviously playing up a couple of classes from C2 up into B. And not just playing any old B school, but playing an undefeated and number 2 ranked Class B school. St. Cecilia had been undefeated and ranked number 1 in C2. Those Blue Hawks going to be just fine. You know what? These Blue Hawks in C2 on the guys' side, they're going to be just fine as well. Now, you can't always bank on Trevor Leach or Grant Farmer hitting the absurd number of threes that the two of them have hit tonight. But if they do, that's how you score with anybody in the class is what you do there. A three from Williams. Trey knocks it down. 5 points for him in the ball game. And that is how we are going to end this game. Final score is going to be Hastings St. Cecilia 64 and Elkhorn 46. The Blue Hawks improved to 5-1 on the season. They will advance to get the winner of York and Platteview in the boys championship game tomorrow night, 5:45 the scheduled start. And the third place boys game will be the loser of York and Platteview and these Elkhorn Antlers. A real quick break, maybe a highlight or two, and we'll come back with the final scoring stats right after this.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
13-point margin. In the corner, Leach buries another three. Gets his first basket of the game. Good cut to find himself open coming down the lane. Leach, why not again? His fourth three of the game. A 17-point lead. There's a good look at Jackman spinning. Good defense by Boyd in the post. Out for Mills. Top of the key. The zone look. Now man-to-man is what they've switched to. Leach was open for a moment, and that is all he needs. 5 threes for the game for Trevor Leach. He's got 19 points, and the lead is up to 17. Carey for the answer, he does. Leach, again? You cannot leave this kid open. 41-27. 2:50 to go here, and Leach again on the outside. Are you kidding me? That's 5 threes in the quarter. Pickering leaves it in the post. Nice shot. Backside tough shot, no good, but an offensive rebound for Valentine. Asher on the dribble drive. Flips it with the right hand and got it to go. Drives, kicks out. On the wing, or inside, a little hanging shot. Joe Carey knocks it down there. And that is how our third quarter will end. But being a really good team, being an average team, and being a not very good team really isn't that big, despite what records might say. Pickering puts one up and in. You know, the scoreboard says that, yeah, St. Cecilia is playing better, and they are right now, but I tell you, if Trevor Leach hasn't hit, no, come on. Baseline and nobody home for Grant Farmer. Pickering down the lane. Offensive foul. Three from Williams. Trey knocks it down. 5 points for him in the ball game. And Platteview in the blue. 64 and Elkhorn 46. The Blue Hawks improved to 5-1 on the season. They will advance to get the winner of York and Platteview in the blue. So again, the final count in boys action: Hastings St. Cecilia 64, Elkhorn 46. The big story: Trevor Leach, 9 threes, 7 of them in the second half, 6 of them in the third quarter. I think he hit 6 in a row at one point before he missed. Was only about 7 of 9 total in the second half on threes. Pretty amazing stuff there. Grant Farmer would finish with 5 threes and 15 points. Trey Asher with 7, Joe Carey with 2, Ashton Valentine with 3, and Blaine Boyd with 4. Tough to beat 14 threes on most nights, and that's what St. Cecilia did here today. Free throws just 4 of 6. That's all they needed to shoot for the game for the Blue Hawks. For Elkhorn, 13 points from Mitch Carey, including a couple of threes. 10 points from Jacob Pickering, 8 from Drew Christo. Then 5 from Trey Williams there late in the fourth quarter, 2 from Wyatt Balin, 3 from Carter Mills, and 2 from Elliott Riley. 4 threes in the game for Elkhorn. Also, Gannon Gregor had a basket there as well there in the fourth quarter. Elkhorn, 4 threes in the game all in the second half. They were 8 of 12 at the free throw line. So St. Cecilia improves to 5-1 overall, and Elkhorn now 2-4. Winner of York and Platteview plays St. Cecilia. The loser plays Elkhorn. Tomorrow, you can see all of the games here from the York Holiday Tournament on Strive TV. We are going to shut down the stream. I believe we are going to stick around for a 4 o'clock tip for the York and Platteview girls game, which is the next game on the schedule. So to make sure that everyone who is traveling can be here, we are going to be on for a 4 o'clock start for that York and Platteview game here on Strive TV. So our stream will stop in just a minute or so, and we will be back and ready to go for York and Platteview. Girls action is coming up next from the York Holiday Tournament. Don't forget, tweet us using the hashtag YorkHoliday17. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. You can also tag us at Strive Sports on Twitter as well. We'll see you for the nightcaps. York and Platteview due up next on Strive TV.